Welcome AP Biology class to my first YouTube video. This is on genetics and specifically on doing Punnett squared test crosses. I'm getting this question from the booklet page 3, the monohybrid questions that you hopefully have completed already, but question 3 is often one that causes some confusion. It says wire-haired texture in dogs is dominant over smooth hair. So for all Punnett squares, the first thing we have to do is set up our legend. Wire-haired texture dominant over smooth hair. Doesn't matter which letter you use. I'm just going to use a capital H for wire-haired and a little h, lowercase h, for smooth hair. Doesn't matter which letter you use. Pick a letter where the uppercase and lowercase look different. H's works. H for hair. Two heterozygous wire-haired dogs were crossed. Two heterozygous, so big H, little h, times big H, little h, those were crossed. So we've got to do our Punnett square for this. Set it up real fast. There's our Punnett square for the first one. It says their F1 progeny were then test crossed. So F1 progeny, that's the kids from the parents. So all of these are the F1 progeny. A test cross is a cross where we cross an unknown genotype. In theory, we don't know these, with a known genotype. And the only known genotype we can tell from looking at an organism is a homozygous recessive, in this case the smooth hair or little h, little h. That means we have to cross all three of these with a little h, little h. So we've got three new crosses now. I'm going to go to the next card to clean this up. So cross number one, big H times the test cross. That's the test cross. Big H times the test cross. And then little h, again, times the test cross. What I would recommend at this point is that you pause my video and you do these three Punnett squares. You give me the genotypic and the phenotypic ratios for each one and see if you come up with what is hopefully the right answer. So pause the video now and I will keep going. So the first cross is big H times the test cross. Quickly make your Punnett square. Do your cross. And you'll see these get really easy once you get the pattern. So we first come up with our genotypic ratio, and it's 4/4, big H, little h. The phenotypic ratio is going to be 4/4 for the dominant trait, which is wire-haired. There's our first test cross. Next, we had a heterozygous times the test cross. Make your Punnett square. Genotypic ratio is now 2/4, big H, little h, 2/4, little. Phenotypic ratio is 2/4 wire-haired and 2/4 smooth-haired. Last one, little h times little h. I think you can probably envision this without even doing the whole Punnett square. Little h is everywhere you go. Which means 4/4, genotypic ratio was 4/4 little h, and the phenotypic ratio is 4/4 smooth hair. There you go. That is a test cross. Crossing an unknown genotype, which again, we obviously knew it for this question, but the test cross crossing an unknown genotype with our known genotype, and the only known genotype we can see is the homozygous recessive individual, or in this case, little h. Hopefully that was helpful. Email me any questions you have from that, and we'll move on for this tomorrow. Bye.